Yo, what's up, my friends? It's Steve from Straight Fire Picks. We got your best bets for NBA here on Monday, January 20th, 2025, Martin Luther King Day. We're going to have NBA player props, spreads, totals here for you today. We're going to have 5 picks that I think are great value bets here for this Monday NBA slate. As always, we'd just like to thank you guys all for your continued support here on the channel. If you guys are new to the channel here today, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're on the road to 9,000 subscribers. Appreciate all of your guys' support as always. You guys absolutely rock. Make sure you guys check out all of our links down below. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. For all updates at the channel, recaps, more content and stuff like that. Great way to keep up with us there. Also check out our community Discord page as well. Great way to connect with the community. I also have a link down in the comment section for that as well. Also be sure to drop your favorite pick down below for today's action. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. And we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. I didn't see any picks in yesterday's video that hit in our comment section. But make sure you guys get those picks in today. We got a big day of NBA. I believe we have 8 games on, so we're going to have a lot of fun here today. Let's do a recap from yesterday. Another winning day in the NBA for us. We ended up going 2-1, plus 0.91 units. We're on a 9-3 run. We went 4-1 on Friday, 3-1 on Saturday, and 2-1 yesterday. So obviously, we'd like to bring out the brooms today and get a 5-0, but 9-3, we've been killing it in the NBA. Let's keep it rolling here today. Obviously, so yesterday we had the over 220 points in the Spurs Heat game. That needed a big second half, but we ended up getting there. We had Wendell Carter Jr. over 8.5 rebounds. He has a big fourth quarter, finishes with 14 rebounds. And then we had Damian Lillard over 34.5 PRAs. He finishes on the hook with 34. He got to about 34, I believe with like 5 or 6 minutes left in the fourth. Had like 3 or 4 minutes to get one more PRA, just a point, rebound, or assist, and just couldn't get it done. That's the way it goes, though, guys. But we're gonna get back after it today. Let's get at least a 4-1 day, hopefully a 5-0 day. Let's get right into our picks today, though, guys. At number 1, we're going James Harden over 14.5 rebounds and assists here for the Los Angeles Clippers, minus 102 odds on FanDuel. Guys, Harden so far 51% to this line on the season. That's not typically the hit rate I'd like to see, but 65% at home to this line, 13 out of 20. We do like seeing that. 7 for his last 8 versus this Chicago Bulls team, and he's playing today. 5 for his last 5 at home versus the Bulls, averaging over 20 RAs per game at home versus the Bulls. So, obviously, we love seeing that. It gives us a lot of wiggle room there. Bulls here allowing the most assists on the season to point guards, the 10th most rebounds to point guards. So it's a great positional matchup here for Harden. You're going to be without Kawhi Leonard, but he is 8 out of 13 on the season without Kawhi Leonard in the lineup, and with Norman Powell, you can expect to play. So obviously, I still love this line, guys. On Harden, I think it's just a little too low here versus this Bulls squad that versus point guards really struggles. So expect the big things here from Harden. If he doesn't end up playing, he doesn't end up playing. He played last night, so, I mean, there's a chance that they could sit him, I suppose, and if they do, they do. But really hoping he plays, because if he does, he's going to do pretty well. He's also done pretty good on back-to-backs this season as well. So, he did play 40 minutes last night, so I'm curious to see what happens with that, but hopefully he plays. So, love it there for number 1 pick. We're going James Harden over 14.5 rebounds and assists here for the Los Angeles Clippers, minus 102 odds on FanDuel. Okay, and at number 2, we're going Spencer Dinwiddie under 14.5 points here for the Dallas Mavericks, minus 105 odds on DraftKings. Make sure you guys get this bet in as soon as you're watching this video, probably, because this game starts at noon. This is an early start here. But love this play today, guys. Dinwiddie under in 65% of his games this year, 70% on the road. Now, obviously we know that he's going to be without Luka Doncic, which obviously makes a big difference in this line. But he's under in 6 out of 12 games this year with Kyrie Irving and without Doncic. So that's going to be the situation today. You'll have Kyrie in the lineup and no Doncic. But he's under in 5 out of 8 games on the road in the same situation with just 9.5 field goal attempts per game. So even in a couple of the games he went over, pretty low field goal attempts. So obviously I like seeing that. I like seeing a guy with low volume. If he gets like only 8, 9, 10 shots today, I think there's a good chance obviously he goes under. And this isn't the greatest matchup here for him. Dinwiddie under in 4 of his last 5 games versus the Hornets, so we like seeing that. The Hornets here actually allow the 4th fewest points to shooting guards, so they defend the shooting guard position pretty well. Hornets also 22nd in NBA in pace of play, so less possessions, less points, less opportunities. That's what we like seeing. And like I said, the Hornets actually defend the shooting guard position pretty well, so I think there's a good chance here Dinwiddie can hit this under. So love it there for number 2 pick, guys. We're going Spencer Dinwiddie under 14.5 points here for the Dallas Mavericks, minus 105 odds on DraftKings. Okay, and at number 3, we're going with the Atlanta Hawks, plus 6.5 spread versus the New York Knicks, minus 110 odds on FanDuel. Guys, I love this one today. So, as you guys know, Martin Luther King Jr., who this is the holiday that we're on today, he was born in Atlanta. So, obviously, this is a special connection here for the Hawks. So, I'm expecting them to play well and obviously play very motivated in this game in New York. They do play well, obviously, at Madison Square Garden. We've known over the years, since the Hawks beat the Knicks in that playoff series a few years ago. They've really kind of had the Knicks number. Or at least they play them well pretty much every time they play. For the most part, the Hawks have won 3 of the last 5 meetings, covering plus 6.5 in all 5 meetings. So, obviously, we like seeing that. It kind of brings out the best of Trae Young and his love for the Garden. You guys know how that is. But there's no reason not to expect more of that today. Young is going to obviously be very motivated. This Hawks team is going to be motivated. I'm expecting a very good performance from the Hawks today. Hawks here 19th, Knicks 18th in offensive efficiency. Defensive efficiency. Knicks 2nd, Hawks 19th in defensive efficiency. Or in offensive efficiency. Gosh, I'm reading these things backwards. Obviously, Knicks offensively have been great with Towns and Brunson. Defensively, they're not the best version of themselves that they used to be. Obviously, they do a lot more on the offensive end, which is to be expected at this point. Hawks have actually gotten better defensively. With the new coach, obviously, they're playing better on the defensive end. And I think that's led to a lot of the improvement this season. The Hawks pretty solid here on the season. As far as against the spread, Knicks 10-10-1 at home against the spread. Hawks 10-12 on the road against the spread. So, pretty close to even here as far as that goes. So the books have kind of been spot on as far as doing spreads on these teams. Like I said, MLK born in Atlanta. I'm expecting big things from the Hawks, guys. There's not really a lot other than that. I remember I stumbled into a Hawks-Knicks meeting earlier on in the season. The spread was like 8.5 in favor of the Knicks. And I was like, dang, I really feel like Atlanta's going to cover here. And they ended up winning outright. And I was kicking myself that I didn't actually take it that day. Wasn't even doing videos. I'm just talking about from the sense of reading a line. But do love it there, though, guys, for number 3 pick. We're going Atlanta Hawks plus 6.5 spread here versus the New York Knicks. Minus 110 odds on FanDuel. Okay, and at number 4, we're going with Jaylen Brown over 5.5 rebounds here for the Boston Celtics. Minus 110 odds on FanDuel. Absolutely love this line, guys. Brown 21 out of 35 to this line on the season. 11 out of his last 12 here versus the Golden State Warriors to this line. So obviously love seeing that. 9 of 14 on the road this season. 6 for 6 in his last 6 games on the road versus the Warriors to this line. So he's had a lot of success versus Golden State, which we love seeing that. Warriors here allow the 11th most rebounds to small forwards. They allow the 6th most rebounds overall. So it's a great matchup here for Brown. He's had crazy success versus this Warriors team in the past. I expect that to continue. Obviously, I think this line, once again, is just a little too low here for how well he's done versus this Warriors team and how good the positional matchup still is. Be a lot of rebounds. Warriors, like I said, 6th most rebounds, a lot overall. There's a lot to go around here. And I think because it is in Golden State, I think Golden State can keep it competitive so we won't lose too many minutes here with Brown, which would be the only thing I'd probably be concerned about. But I think Brown here can get this done for us and give us 6 rebounds here today. So, love it there for number 4 pick. We're going Jaylen Brown over 5.5 rebounds here for the Boston Celtics. -110 odds on FanDuel. Okay, and finally at number 5, we're going Darius Garland over 2.5 3-pointers made here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. -120 odds on DraftKings. Absolutely love this line, guys. You got no Evan Mobley today, which I think is going to be a big reason why Garland's going to go over here. Yeah, and it's also a great matchup. Suns here allowing the 4th most threes to point guards this season. Last time he played the Phoenix Suns at home, he hit 7 3-pointers. So obviously we like seeing that. He's 3 for 3, like I said, this season without Evan Mobley, with an average of 9 3-point attempts per game in those games. So I believe in this game. Biggest thing I'm looking for is I'm just hoping for the volume, right? I'm hoping Garland could get up the shots. That's really what I'm expecting. We can get 9 or 10 3-point attempts. I like the odds of him hitting 30% of those, a low percentage. Only got to hit 3, but like I said, I think he hits like 4 or 5 today. I think this is one you could ladder up, but I'm just going to take the 3 here for today. He's 15 out of 21 at home to this line this season. So he's had a lot of success at home, which is what you love to see. That's where he's going to be. He's 9 of his last 14 to this line versus teams who allow the most threes to point guards. So top 10 matchups for him. He's 9 of 14 on the year. So that's obviously pretty good. I think, like I said, I think he's going to go over today and have a big day. He's going to have to. Mitchell, technically it's not quite as good of a matchup for him. His point line's at 26.5. So they're expecting, I think, both Garland and Mitchell here to go off with Mobley out. So shots got to kind of come from somewhere. And I think Garland's obviously going to take a bunch more as well. So love it there for number 5 pick. We're going Darius Garland over 2.5 3-pointers made here for the Cleveland Cavaliers. -120 odds on DraftKings. All right, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you guys enjoyed the content, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Been absolutely rolling here in the NBA, guys. 9-3 over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We've had 3 straight winning days in NBA, so hopefully we'll make it 4 straight today. Love the slate today, guys. Super excited about what we got on tap today. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're having a good time here betting the NBA here today. So appreciate y'all. Thank you guys all for watching the video. Make sure you guys share it with your friends. Make sure you guys come back. Visit us the next day. It helps out a lot. Hit that like button for me. It helps out a lot as well. And yeah, I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Happy Martin Luther King Day to you. And we will catch you guys all back here tomorrow. Peace out.